Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. You've landed here on Starlight Skies Tarot. Hi, I'm Michelle. And if you're new here, come on in, grab a drink. We are doing a moon message today. I'm a little late in giving it, but we still are in that energy. I'm trying not to shake the table, guys, because my camera's hooked to the table. If you're returning, thank you. Thank you for your love, your support. Do consider hitting that like and subscribe. Helps the community grow, channel grow, and we'd love to have you. Love for you to be part of the fam. Be sure you check out the community section. I do like to post tarot spreads, and I just did a full moon crystal candle blessing. So I do that every month. It's my way to give back and to connect. The more the merrier, the more the powerful, right? So this moon message, working with this month's moon, will be a spread geared for the Sagittarius full moon. So we're going to take a look at 5 placements of what you need to let go of. Because Sagittarius is the sign of archer, hitting your mark. We're going to check in and make sure your intentions are still aligned to what your purpose is, and if any blocks are there and what you can do about it and possible outcome. So we are going to be taking the archer lead, and it's going to be a 5-card thing. And then I brought out these little fun cards too. We're going to be taking a look at your block through this, the shadow healing deck. And then for we're going to get you a moon message at the end. And we're going to kick things off with a fortune cookie. I don't get to use these little decks as much as I'd like, so I thought, why not? Since we're going to be going ahead and doing a read, let's have a little fun. Sorry, I'm trying to scooch into my chair, and I am working on a new descriptor box. I am no longer doing, I know my live I just did, my descriptor box says I'm doing personal reads, but I don't have the time. So I need to fix that. But you will be able to support the channel, and I will have a mailing address if anybody'd like to send me anything. And yeah, so let's begin. So Spirit, what does the collective... Wait a minute, we just gonna start with fortune cookie. Sorry, I'm drinking my coffee. My brain's not totally awake yet. Aren't these pretty? These are pretty cards. So let's get just an overall. This one definitely wanted to come out. Health, guys. An excellent time to start an exercise program or diet. Many new friendships are on the horizon. Oh my gosh. That couldn't be more than true, because I started a fitness earlier in the year. Well, I've been progressing, but I fell off in the winter, got back on, and you do form really close people with accountability buddies, fitness clubs, and there are free ones, you know, and even the YouTubers have free meal preppers, the fitness, and you can find people to connect to in the comments. I mean, it doesn't have to be somebody you go on vacay with, but you certainly can as well. Okay, so let's dive in. Let's see what we need to let go of, guys. So maybe off the bat, we need to let go of maybe some procrastination. Maybe you've been putting it off. You know, find something that sounds good to you. Sounds like, I love to dance. I love the weighted hoop. Those things are fun for me. They don't feel like working out. Yes, I do lift weights. Yes, I do the treadmill. But on days that I'm really kind of don't have a lot of time, or maybe I'm just lacking the motivation or just tired, I will default to that. You know, because I'm showing up for myself, and it's still healthy. You still get benefits, and you are releasing stress. So dance fitness is a really wonderful form. Some people, I just seen a woman over 50 doing gymnastics, doing backflips. I'm like, oh, you go, girl. My bones cracked just getting up and down off of a chair. But that just goes to show you, and I seen a weightlifter woman in her, I seen one in her 70s, one in her 90s, so it's really mentality. Yeah, and it's all geared toward longevity and health and feeling better, right? So that's all that is. When you see somebody else doing it, it's just showing you it's possible. So what do you need to currently let go of? Give it another shuffle. Let's give it one more. The Empress. Things you need to. Are you a maybe you're being told to go a different direction? Because usually the Empress she embodies all four queens. It's a very positive card. It's growth, it's motherhood, it's the divine feminine, besides the High Priestess. So what do you need to let go of that? Maybe it's a person. It's not necessarily you. Maybe this is somebody in your life that you have just, they are very, they're a very complete person. You know, the Empress is the Empress. Maybe you need to let go of that image. Maybe you need to let go of trying to be like somebody else. You know, you're powerful in your own element, your own purpose, and we're going to get to that. So what is your true calling then? I'm getting that's more of a person than you. So if there's a person in your life, could be a mother figure, could be family, it's somebody, well, they're big, they shine bright. Maybe you're living in that shadow of that. So your true calling is you got the Judgment card. Why am I laughing? I don't know. Judgment represents epiphanies, spiritual guidance, shadow work. So your true calling is more in the spiritual, where this Empress, they're more physical. Maybe they're, sorry, I promised I wouldn't shake the tray. So maybe this Empress is more in the physical being, and they're in a position, and that's their purpose to do that. Yours, however, is more of a spiritual nature. So see, one's 3D, one's 5D. And neither one is wrong. It's we all can't play the same job. We all can't fulfill the same purpose. We need to be many hands and many feet of the body of Christ. So there are no small parts. It's what I tell my son. There are no small parts. What is that? The butterfly effect? You ever seen that? Yeah, it's the same concept. That's what it's saying. It's just even the slightest infraction of something is very significant. So you are more spiritual. I don't know if you grew up in a family that wasn't as spiritual. Maybe they were more, I'm getting materialistic. You've got a lot of people who value more the 3D than the spiritual. Maybe you're a chain breaker. You know, every family's got something in their lineage. It's what we came here to clear. So what do you need to do to manifest it? To go this route. So what do you need to do to pull away? There's nothing wrong with material. It's just when that becomes your idol, when you care more for things than you do people, then you kind of went off kilter there. Yes, that is our birthright. Everyone should be abundant. Isn't that what the good book says? Jesus came to fulfill life, to make you more fulfilled and full. And I just don't believe one person should hold the world's wealth. I don't care what you do. That just doesn't make any sense to me at that. And I get that all the time. People, well, you're jealous. No, actually, I'm not. I don't want that character. You've seen people with money. They're not exactly. There are some that are really good, and there's some that aren't. You know, just because you have a lot of money doesn't automatically make you a good person. Just like a profession doesn't either. Just because you're a police doesn't automatically mean you're moral and just, because we know that's not true. So, yada yada. And I'm not, I'm just using an example. That could be any one of us. We all contain shadow and light. Some people are more hooked into the 3D, and that's not the direction we're evolving to. We're really seeing a paradigm shift where I'm not surprised these two came out, because we are arching for a better way of doing things. The old paradigm is we're just entering a different phase, guys. It is what it is, and it needs to shift. It's shifting to better for all instead of just a few being prosperous. No matter where you sit on that side of the RU or the aisle, you have to admit to yourself, wouldn't you rather see a world where we're all abundant, where things are right and just for all, not just a few people? I mean, why wouldn't you want that? And if you don't want that, I would journal, why does that bother you when other people who you deemed not worth having things, why does that bother you? That's a shadow aspect, and we all contain them. I've got mine. Mine creeps in daily, guys. I have to renew the mind, and that's why I love manifesting work, because it holds you accountable. You don't hold the other people accountable. I mean, you know what I mean, as far as attracting. If you're attracting a lot of negative, it's mirroring something in your energy. And again, it goes back to the sleight of hand. The very small butterfly infraction you may not be getting is causing it. Like, if people aren't showing up for you, are you showing up for yourself? Are you showing up for others? Are you mirroring the same behavior? There's things in me, and it just like, whoa, yeah, that does make a lot of sense. So, yeah, I still get the human. We're all human. I still have to fight the shadows, what I'm saying. But it is possible, and it's up to you to do that, to transmute it. So, next one, Spirit. And I really try to do these moon reads to where it's more personal development, because that's what's really going to raise your vibration. Yes, I do love the love, and I do love those. Those are so yummy reads, but at the same time, I like a little more depth to it. So what does the collective need to do to manifest this spiritual? Ace of Cups, open your heart. Open your heart to love. The unconditional Christ consciousness love. You can still hold low energy accountable, but understand they're not awakened. And really, society and people have it's like a rigged carnival game. It's meant to keep you in the dark. And we're not told everything the truth. If you think we're told everything the truth, then you're in a wonderful thing I like to call denial. It's a wonderful coping tool, but it's not truth. We all should want the truth, no matter how hard that bites us. I would much rather know the truth than to be lied to and live in a false reality. So open your heart to love, and we're going to take a peek now at this lovely shadow deck and take a peek at what your possible block could be to keep you from opening your heart so you can have your spiritual path, or elevate it if you're already on it. Untrustworthy. We need to recognize that not everybody can be trusted. However, the confidence we place in our own judgment, right? You got judgment as your calling, your intuition. However, the confidence we place in our own judgment is the deepest level of trust we can experience. So basically, this read is saying it's okay to open your heart. Trust yourself. You're going to know. You're going to know what's real, what's truth, what's love, what's not for you. And last but not least, let's get a moon message. Let's get a moon message to close. If you've enjoyed this read or if it's resonated, please let me know below by commenting, liking, or sharing, or subscribing. I really enjoy doing these. So, what is the closing moon message in the full moon of Sagittarius? We have, I know myself deeply and find myself worthy. Eclipse. Yeah, you're getting to know and trust yourself, and I believe even love yourself. And that's the ticket. That's going to open up a whole level of discernment, because that's a currency in itself. Being able to spiritually discern and listen to your intuition. Because a lot of people don't do that. A lot of people want to hear that outer voice, that outer approval, and ignoring red flags. And that's what causes big issues down the road. So that's what I got for you today. So thank you very much for tuning in. And until next time, you guys, take care. Love y'all. Bye.